Think about the last time that you asked one of your friends how they were feeling and they responded with the usual, "I'm tired." It's almost as if it's a running joke amongst college students, like being exhausted is just part of the experience. But the numbers show that over 70% of college students feel overwhelmed and nearly half experience academic burnout during the year. And we've gotten so used to it that we don't even question it anymore. We just treat it like it's normal. But the truth is that academic burnout isn't just part of the college lifestyle. It's a crisis affecting almost every student on campus and impacts our mental health, our grades, our motivation, and even the way that we connect with others. And we're expected to juggle school, work, personal challenges, and life in general, all while writing a 7-page paper that is due at midnight. Today, I'm going to argue that academic burnout has become a normalized crisis on college campuses, that the issue contains because of realistic expectations and limited mental health support, and that real challenges like a required counselor or designated mental health days can make a difference in students' well being. Burnout doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It builds slowly as students face excessive academic demands, exams, internships, mountains of homework without enough time, energy, support, or resources to handle it all. One study shows that when students face constant pressure without adequate support, they become far more vulnerable to burnout and negative health outcomes that includes anxiety, chronic stress, and even depression. And for students who consider themselves perfectionists, this pressure hits even harder. The fear of falling short or not doing well becomes overwhelming. Some studies show that even between links between academic pressure and extreme outcomes like self-harm. That should be a major warning sign to all of us, yet campuses still continue to treat burnout like it's just part of the deal. Another problem is that burnout has become so normalized that many of us don't even recognize when we're expecting it. Schools emphasize GPA, AP classes, honors classes, class ranks, and high academic rewards. That can be great for students, but on the other hand, it can also be creating pressure on everyone else. Instead of focusing on learning, many students push themselves to unhealthy limits just to feel good enough. Now that we understand how academic burnout impacts students' mental and emotional health, we need to look at why this problem continues to go unsolved. Many colleges claim to offer mental health support, but the reality is that resources they do not have are stretched extremely thin. One study found that some universities only accept certain insurance plans, which automatically limits access for students who need help. And even when resources are technically available, if they're so often overwhelmed that students have to wait weeks to even get an intake appointment. For example, the University of Illinois at Chicago has 24 counselors provided for more than 29,000 college students. As a result, students end up on wait lists just to get a first appointment. And this isn't unique to one school. Large universities all over the country are struggling with the same issue here. Another barrier is that the appointments often aren't always flexible. Many counseling centers don't offer virtual sessions that may be good for some students or specialized support. They often have limited hours that clash with students' class schedules since students have to work as well as go to class. So even students who want help can't always get it. All of this leads to a system where burnout keeps getting worse and worse simply because colleges aren't prepared or equipped to intervene. Since these barriers continue to stop students from getting the support they need, let's look at what a real meaningful solutions look like. One solution is required counselors' meetings for all students, something as simple as one check in per semester. This removes the pressure of having to reach out and ask for help and normalizes mental health the same way that we normalize academic advising. When college integrates mental health support into the regular student experience, they can catch problems early before burnout escalates. Another solution is implementing mental health and built-in breaks throughout the semester. Research shows that even short breaks can drastically increase resilience, decision making, and psychological well being. In one study, students who took regular active breaks for 12 weeks saw significant improvements in mental health compared to those who didn't. And longer breaks matter too. Think about the athletes. They need rest days to perform their best. Students are no different. Mental health days give us a chance to reset, reduce stress, and come back to our work more focused and productive. It's not wasted time, it's necessary time. These solutions aren't unrealistic. If anything, they're just overdue and they send a message. Students' mental health matters just as much as their academic performance. Today, I talked about how academic burnout has become a normalized crisis, why this issue remains unsolved, and what we can do about it. Burnout harms students' mental health, and it's made worse by limited campus resources and unrealistic academic pressure. And it can't be addressed by implementing required check ins and mental health days. It's important to remember that burnout doesn't just affect students right now, it affects long term mental health and overall success. College is a place where we're supposed to learn, grow, and prepare for futures, not a place where we sacrifice our well being to survive the semester. If we recognize burnout as the crisis it is, we can push for a real change and create campus environments where the students feel supported, not overwhelmed. The more we talk about it, the harder that it becomes for colleges to ignore. And change starts by acknowledging that being tired shouldn't be the norm. Thank you.